So for emergency response, it's something that if an emergency event take place, the grid will take as an auctioneer. It will send signal, AEDR signal, emergency demand response signal, to the users, to the cloudy light customer community. They will bid for in this pool and responsive to the EDR signal, and definitely determine winning which one or how many users win the bids, and to respond for the emergency demand response. So the whole process is just like this. There is no enough electricity supply. We set the EDR signal to the community. So users bid it, and users reduce their demand. Definitely, this is an incentive payment process. They need to pay users, and there will be an decrease load consumption process, and to avoid for the grid stability, to avoid the power outage. So this is some policy for emergency response from different states in Australia. At the UNSW, it mainly involved in the peak demand response scheme. It means the incentive one for emergency demand response. And for Western Australia, it is incentive through schemes for being on standby. And for other states, it generally provides through the reliability and emergency reserve traders. It's RERT. Okay, next one is the peaking response. What it means for peaking response? It means that there is a peak load consumption at this time in the figure, in the middle of the figure. It generally peak hour. So what should we do? We should reduce it at the peak hour. And next, it is the frequency control. We know that in Australia, generally the frequency should be limited around the 15 hertz. When the supply and demand are balanced very well. So we need it generally when there is not enough supply, to make sure the frequency is very stable. What should we do? The frequency control ancillary service, FCAS, will pay for users to reduce their load consumption and to make sure to keep the frequency being stable, like this, a very simple process. And next one, it is the load shifting, our fourth option with distributed energy resources. It's something like we should shift our load consumption at one time to another time. This processor should require a very high level of flexible demand. What is the flexible demand? It is provided by distributed energy resources, such as the water heaters, the pole, the EV, the air conditioning, and maybe also the heat pump, electric furnaces, and thermal storage. It is defined, the distributed energy resources is defined differently from different regions. So from IMO, they generally think that the DER, distributed energy resources, the air conditioning, the pool pumps, the electrical hot water storage, the battery, the electrical vehicle supply system can be provide a lot of for flexible demand. And from the UNSW demand response scheme, there are maybe more appliances to provide flexible load. Air conditioning, heater, fridge, or motor, or pool pumps, and so on. It's based on the standard of UNSW demand response scheme.